Welcome to Bodybuilding Lifestyles. Today we have a video. It's about type 2 diabetes, and I'd also like to remind you that we have our webpage on Facebook at V-Man Life. So if you want to check out the videos and more tips on fitness, we are welcome to come to our page and enjoy the videos and on fitness and bodybuilding. Have a great day. Taking control of your diabetes can be a nightmare. I remember when I started, I had a lot of problems because of the fact I didn't understand how it all worked, and I faithfully followed my doctor only over time to learn how flawed and the deception and the ignorance of doctors these days. Now, don't get me wrong, they do understand that when you have pre-diabetes or if you have diabetes, and you need to work with your doctor, but you need to take charge and tell your doctor what you want to do because you understand what's happening. And it's very important. And is there a cure? Well, if you have pre-diabetes and or if you're just recently diagnosed, yeah, there could be possible help if you follow and have a better understanding and watch out for your doctors, because I'm not trying to tell you to get rid of your doctor, but I'm trying to tell you that you need to educate yourself. Don't rely completely on your doctor. When it comes to diabetes, there are many causes. It's not just simply because you're out of shape or your diet is bad. There's a lot of factors involved. In modern times, we live in a very contaminated environment. We got GMO foods. We've got chemicals in the air, crop dusting, insecticides put on our vegetables, smog in the air, hairspray going on your head. You got your pots and pans that put in, they have toxic chemicals in just about everything. So I'm a machinist. I work for 40 years with all kinds of exotic metals and cutting fluids, and then that all gets airborne, and I've been breathing it for 40 years, and not to mention our smog and everything else. So it's not just simply the fact that you have a bad diet that could cause diabetes. It's also the environment, the air we breathe, the water we drink, and the food. And so there's really a misunderstanding. It's not just there's a lot of people that are thin or even in good shape that have diabetes, that have to manage it. So that's the truth facts about it. There are a lot of videos on YouTube where people are discussing diabetes, but they've never had it, never had to deal with it, so they really don't have an understanding. Also, I hear videos where they try to stereotype diabetics and saying they're out of shape, or I've heard a few fitness videos, and especially in bodybuilding, where they try to stereotype people. Oh, they get a red face, or he's fat, he can't grow any muscles. So it's just, there's a lot of stereotyped bad info on a lot of these channels because they've never had to deal with it, so I don't think they understand it. And I'm going to show you some pictures of famous people that we all know that deal with diabetes, and they're not known for being fat and out of shape. This is a doctor. His name is Dr. Jason Fung. A doctor that is very, very smart, well educated. He's a doctor that trains other doctors about diabetes, being the fact that they are pretty ignorant when it comes to diabetes. But Dr. Jason Fung has had great results with his patients. He truly understands diabetes, and you could go to his On YouTube, you can find him very easily and educate yourself about diabetes. And I'm glad to have been able to see his videos, and he's definitely a godsend to the diabetic community. Dr. Jason Fung advocates intermittent fasting, and I like the warrior diet. It makes a huge difference in your diabetes because of the fact that we're insulin resistant, and by eating in a small window every day, you become accustomed to it. After a couple of weeks, you go through withdrawal symptoms, but eating constantly or eating 3 or 4 meals a day is a rising and falling of your blood sugars, and trying to manage it with drugs all the time, it just makes it very hard to do. And so I found it to be a miracle. It eliminated the classic fatigue that a lot of diabetics experience, getting tired. I had problems with it, but this has cured all that kind of, and also this diet could actually cure some people that don't have way advanced type 2 diabetes. So I advocate this, and so doesn't Dr. Fung, and all of his patients are doing very well on intermittent fasting. In bodybuilding, there's a lot of people that eat 6 meals a day, which is nothing wrong if you're, if you get good micronutrients and you're not eating too many calories. But it is misunderstood. They say, oh, if you eat 1 meal a day, your muscles you're not getting enough protein. Your muscles are going to deflate and you're going to get skinny. But it's totally untrue. I mean, this is a picture of Sergio Navarrete, a famous bodybuilder. There does nothing small about him. Very great physique, and he only ate a couple of times a day. And so just to prove that it's not true that you're going to disappear, and it hasn't happened to me. And I'm actually growing in size, and you can, even on the warrior diet. And don't forget that it's very important that your mind control. You need to learn to eat with your brain and not your taste buds. You need to motivate yourself to control your bodybuilding. There's no magic bullet. The secret is discipline, and it doesn't mean you can't enjoy foods that you like. You just have to get the timing right. You can I reward myself at in my little cheat window at the end of the week. Eat pretty much whatever I want to. So it doesn't mean that's the end of eating certain things that you miss. So the mind control, reaching deep into yourself, and motivating yourself to train, to exercise, to work out, and keep your diet in check are the secrets. There's no shortcut for discipline. Thanks for listening to my video. Bye.